everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm unboxing these wonderful watercolor from Brustro. These are 24 shades provided by Creative Hands. So I want to see how these colors are really professional and good. I'll check them one by one. So let's quickly see. The packaging is really nice. These are 12 ml tubes and there are around 24 shades. The pigmentation, I have to check the quality of the product on different kinds of sheet. We have to check, but I think so far it looks nice, and this is really different from the other products that I have used so far. The description of the colors is given at the back, and I'm really excited to use them. So yes, I have gathered my sheet where I'll be testing them, and here is my palette. So one by one I'll take a drop from these tubes and start to paint. The good thing about this is that the tubes are really compact and the colors are also semi-solid. They are not completely liquid so that it flows away. You need to add water because the packaging is tight, so the colors will stay wet for a long time. They will not dry out, thus giving a longer shelf life to these colors. And of course these are from Brustro, so the quality is not compromised. You will get good pigmented stuff. So here I am done with the first set of 12 colors, and one by one we'll start testing them. The first shade I want to try is the black one and see how nicely it can come on the sheet. This is the highest level of pigmentation I have seen in any watercolor so far. The products that I have used. Black is really very dark black. Maybe I have taken too much color, but still the quality is very high. Next is this, I think this is cadmium yellow, and it looks amazing as well. This one is a yellow ochre and looks good, very darkly pigmented. Next shade, I think this one is burnt umber and it's slightly darker from the yellow ochre. You can see the difference between the three shades. Then comes this shade. This is, I think, a raw umber. Very nice for giving effects to trees and nature diagrams, nature pictures. You can make those mountains and roughy images. This one is burnt sienna and one of the colors which I use a lot, so I like the pigment here quite well, and it nicely absorbs into the water. This one is purple, simply the shade purple. We can add whites to this to make it lighter, or we can add blacks to it to make it darker. So this purple is really nicely purple. I like it. Next is this violet, and this is quite dark. I mean, particularly darker than the violets I have seen so far. Then this is light green. I think it will require a little bit of white to make it even much more lighter, but this shade they have mentioned is light green. Then this one is sap green, my favorite shade of green for bright trees and vegetation. Then comes the phthalo green. Phthalo greens are nice bright greens for very fresh kind of nature paintings and diagrams. So phthalo green is this. And the last green shade is this deep green, and I really like the pigmentation of the deep green. It's really very dark, so it is almost close to blackish green. And now we move to the shades of blue. This is Prussian blue. Absolutely great pigmentation and quality of the products. Really like it. And I think these will merge also very beautifully when we do the galaxy paintings or floral diagrams, those kind of paintings where we need to merge almost similar shades. So I think this will work out very perfectly. Next we can check the other 12 shades that we have, starting from white. Then we have lemon yellow. Then this is, I think, cadmium yellow. Then we have gamboge, orange, crimson, scarlet, vermilion, rose madder, ultramarine, cobalt blue, and cerulean blue. So all these next 12 shades are ready to be tested on the paper, starting with the white. Again, the white is almost the quality of acrylic because these are very thickly pigmented, so you need to add a lot of water to it. This is lemon yellow. Their lemon yellow is also very dark and bright. After it dries up, the shades are really pretty on the palette. So I think lemon yellow is quite good. Cadmium yellow is a bit darker than the lemon yellow, but at the time of putting it on the paper they both look almost same, but after drying you will notice the difference. Then comes the gamboge. This is the darkest of all the yellow shades. So we have 3 yellow shades here and all of them are before you. After this comes the orange. Orange comes in only orange shade. There are no darker or lighter versions of this, so you can just have this orange and add white to change the intensity of the color. Crimson is really nice. I like crimson in particular, and there are almost 3 such shades of red here, starting from crimson, and then comes the scarlet, which is very bright red provided by them. So we can reduce the intensity by adding white. So crimson is pretty good here. Similarly, vermilion and scarlet are also giving similar effects. So this one is a scarlet right now, and I think we need to add a lot of water to make it spread properly, but the pigmentation is very high for each of these shades. You need a lot of water and less amount of color. Less is always more in watercolor, so we need to remember that. But these colors are so good, quality wise, quantity wise, and of course it's very user friendly also. Then this one is the rose madder. I think this is rose madder leak, that's the full name of this shade. Then comes the last 3 blue shades. This one is ultramarine and works perfectly amazing. Actually there are 4 shades of blue, I would say: Prussian blue, ultramarine, cobalt blue, and cerulean blue. So the intensities are different. Cerulean blue in particular has a very nice cyan effect. So if you're looking for making those light shade skies and mountains, then I think cerulean blue would be a good choice. by adding little bit of white. You can reduce the pigmentation, it will come to a very lighter tone, but it will give it the exact effect that you want in your skies. So I think I'm done with all the 12 shades of the Brustro watercolor lot, and now all the 24 shades are there on the sheet. After allowing it to dry, we can see the actual effect of these colors. So I personally like them a lot. I've just started to use them, and I think these are going to be my long-term friends. And if you want to start professional watercolor painting, then I think you should go with them. This will give you a good feeling of painting because the quality is really nice. And of course, many professionals use it. So I think that's all for today's video. And if you really like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Please like it, share it, comment what you like about this video, what you don't like about it, and how can I improve, what kind of videos you'd like me to bring, what kind of paintings you'd like to see. I'll try them all. And that's it from my side for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you next.